Assalamu alaikum and hello to you that's watching this video. We're on day 10 today. Day 10 is in the bag. Yes, alhamdulillah. I'm speaking quietly because we're almost going to hit midnight in the UK here. Very busy day. Very grateful to have had this day, but I don't want to disturb the others, my children, my husband who are resting. So I'll speak quietly today. Day 10 feels fantastic. Feels really good that it's completed. I've actually got through 10 days of the 75 hard program. It does feel like a major milestone, and it's not just because I've completed, as I said, the 10 days, but it's because this program has taught me so much. I've learned so much about myself, about how I approach hard things in life and how I can overcome the dread, the challenges of day-to-day living when you've just added like a ton of other tasks on top of everything else that you're doing. So I've learned so much about myself. I'm still figuring it out. So I can't say I've figured it all out, but I'm journaling about it every single day. Today, what I want to do is I want to share two concepts. First of all, the concept of believing in your power to figure things out. So we say in the high performance world, I say this to my clients often, that the type of people high performers are is that they have a genuine belief that they have the ability to figure it out. So it doesn't matter how hard something gets, how deep the challenge is, how much extra work they may have to do. They believe that they have the ability. It's that absolute rock solid belief that I have the ability to figure this out. It's not exactly how I want it, but I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out exactly how to work my way through this. And I think that is, having that belief is really, really important, because when you trust yourself to figure things out, you actually approach that particular challenge, or you navigate through that particular challenge in a very different way, with a very different mindset, right? In another video, I will talk about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. But for today, just because I'm speaking quietly, it's really about how you approach that challenge, because you have that belief, because you trust yourself. You trust yourself that despite how those days are, you're going to be able to figure it out. So just reflect on your life. Like, what's going on in your life right now where you feel like, do you know what? I wish I had that extra belief that I could figure it out. And how can you instill more trust in yourself when you approach your challenges in your life as well? What I found is that when you trust in your ability to figure things out, instead of fearing failure, I said this to one of my clients the other day, instead of fearing failure, you focus on the solutions. So even though it's okay to face the fear and to feel the fear, there's nothing wrong with it. We all have fears. I have fears, you have fears. There's nothing wrong with fears. But what happens is that you end up focusing on the solution instead. What is it that I'm in control of? What is it I can do in this situation so it turns out the way I want it to, so that it's a desirable outcome? Okay? The other thing is that instead of dreading tasks like, I've got to do my outdoor walk today, I've still got, 0.5 litres of water to drink. Instead of that, you actually end up bringing the joy to it. I had a lot of water to drink this evening, and I looked at it and I thought, you know what? I'm so blessed. I'm so privileged that I get to drink clean, pure water, and I just get access to it. I can go into my kitchen and just get access to it. I can boil water. I can have it straight cold from the tap. I can even put water in the fridge. I even have lemon slices to put in the water. What is there to complain about? What is there to complain about? These are the kind of conversations that are going on in my mind, because it's that ability that I can figure this out. because I'm not dreading, and as a result of that, I'm not dreading that task, I'm bringing the joy to it. And that's where real growth happens. Mentally, I'm feeling that's where the growth is happening in there. That's where the mental toughness is kicking in. It's choosing belief over fear. It's choosing determination before or over excuses. It's choosing joy over that, I don't want to do this, over resistance, right? So determination before excuses or over excuses. Joy instead of resistance. And that is definitely a concept that I want you to think about as well. That where is it in my life? It could be an aspect of your work. It could be an aspect of family life. It could be an aspect of anything in your life. Where can I start trusting myself and believing that I have the power to, inshallah, God willing, to figure it out? Now, the other aspect that I wanted to share with you today, or concept that I wanted to share with you today, is about bringing the joy. Again, bringing the joy is a high performance concept. Often I use it with my clients, when they're struggling with something, and I'll say, right, if you were to bring the joy in this particular task or this particular activity, what would be different? What would you do? What would you do? What would you say? If you were to bring the joy in this conversation, what would you say? Right? What would you do differently? How is it that you would show up with bring the joy? It's such a simple statement. Bring the joy. There's 3 words. I say that to my kids all the time when they're like, oh, Mom, do we have to do this? And it's like, how can you bring the joy? How can you bring the joy to this? It's like midnight in the UK right now, and I'm saying just those words. When you say bring the joy, it just feels happier. You feel blessed. You feel gratitude. You feel appreciation to that thing that you get to do. Not you have to do, you're forced to do, but I get to do an outdoor workout. I get to do an indoor workout. I get to drink this very clean, beautiful water. I get to protect my body from all the rubbish that I was putting into my body, right? I get to read non-fiction every single day. That's bringing the joy to your tasks. So yeah, we can easily get very caught up in the grind and in the fatigue and in the sheer effort that's needed to kind of work through each day. Or we can decide that, you know what, I'm going to shift my perspective and I'm going to bring the joy. So they're the 2 concepts I wanted to bring to you today, this very late hour. And I just one final thing, just about bringing the joy. Joy is not just something that you wait for. It's something you create, right? You create it. It doesn't just like fall on you like, okay, you want joy? Boom, we'll send it from the sky. It doesn't work like that. You have to create it. There are times where I don't want to wash the dishes, but you know what? I can say to myself, I'm going to bring the joy whilst I'm washing these dishes, right? And let's go for it. Let's go for it. These monotonous tasks that we get to do every single day, bring the joy. So where in your life can you bring the joy? Okay, so we'll leave it there. It's day 11 tomorrow. It feels amazing having completed 10 days. Just on that note, 10 days without any sugar. No sugar at all. Not even a date. Not even a date. I'm not sure whether that was part of the deal, not having dates, because I do have dates regularly, but not even a day. And I tell you, today, somebody put this beautiful traditional sweet dessert in front of me. And it is, I know I can still taste it from the last time I tasted it. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Tastes amazing. So carefully made. And I just explained, I said, I really appreciate it, but no thanks. And you know, when I looked at it, I didn't even feel tempted to have it. It wasn't like today, I didn't even have a craving for it. I don't know how long this is going to last. Maybe I'm going to have a craving tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. But it feels really good. It feels like I'm in control of what I pick up and what I put into my mouth, right? What I put into my mouth. I said to one of my kids today, I said to my youngest, I said, you know what? I want to treat food as medicine. And she said, Mom, what does that mean? And I said, I want to put food into my mouth that is good for me. And she said, but medicine's not nice. Why would you want to eat it then? I said, okay, let's talk about that another time. Anyway, I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much for your videos. Any questions, any comments, please put them into the comments below. If you into comments below, and if you have started your 75 hard journey, or whatever you've started to work on your health, health is everything. It's everything. When you don't have good health, that's when you realize that health is everything. That's when you realize that, my gosh, all these people that were going on and on about health, that is everything. So whatever you can do, if you can't run, walk, do whatever you can. Take care, and I look forward to hearing from your comments. Take care. Bye-bye.